kick it away to start. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Penn State's offense takes the field to start. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it sucks. Working the middle, it's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Fresh set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Hansen. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. The expressway is wide open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the reckless Scarlet Knights offense will have its first possession of the game. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock, and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's got it. At the 45 on his way. Afterburners coming. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
With the run on 1st and goal. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in. For a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
A 10-yard loss on the play. Brings up first.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
Penn State, 7, Rutgers, 0.
They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
And the Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete on the right side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Penn State, 14, Rutgers, 0.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to the air one more time. Well, it's a nice grab, but he would have been much better off just to let that thing go out of bounds. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it down the right side. Open runway ahead. Inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington State is running away with things, and I'm not sure anyone inside that program saw this coming today. They're up 14 over Northern Illinois. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. On second down, wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll snap it from the 25 here on second and long. Off play action. Flips it out to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
The give to the tailback. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And they got him for the sack. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the D. They get him down after he makes the catch. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. He lets one fly deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. To the air. It sucks. This time it's complete. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He makes the connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Dances away to buy time. Finds a crease at the 20. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. He wants to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll call for the fair catch here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw. It sucks. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Happy Valley. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Finds his back in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Scarlet Knights are marching down the field.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn up for a third first.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
He does not fold on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback is up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires complete on the crosser. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. They make... before they do their work up top and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires left. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Using the quick game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Offense facing fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Lions is man enough for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you can tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down after that incompletion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Just destroying his way through the field. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that ball is picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Finds the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking to go up top on first down. He's right on target. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw it again. Moves around to clear up the vision. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is currently rowing the boat right now, and this is shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 17 over Northwestern. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got a man. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man down the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. With the catch, it's Thomas. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! How about that D coming up with a play like that? As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done...
It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball. Big plays.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. And bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to...
Brings it in down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Penn State! And the punishment has been extended. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense set for a 1st down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the...
Unleashes one deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Now on 3rd down after that run. Dropping back, it's Suggs. They're working that left side. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they they play to the final whistle, this offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and